Hi guys, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts, and we are talking about our new book, Pillow Talk. Oh, there is so much to talk about it. We did some applique, we did some fun blocks. Now it's time to really get into it. And I love when I'm making blocks for my quilts or my smaller project to use some fast techniques. And one of my favorite is strip piecing technique. What that means that we're gonna make strip sets, cut them, and then make our blocks from those units. So let me talk you through it. And the first pillow that I'm gonna play with it is this one. We're gonna make a simple 9-patch. And how do I do that to make many of them look very much alike and quickly? So I got some fabrics, and you can cut fabrics using the directions in the book, so you can pre-cut from your own stash, or you can do what I'm doing right now. Just grab a cute little kit. In the kit, all your strips are already pre-cut for you, ready, set, go for the pillow. So I'm gonna open one of those kits and I'm gonna pull up some of the fabrics. There are longer strips and a shorter. If you're a beginner, starting with a shorter strip is the way to go. And I'm gonna take one yellow, one blue, and another yellow. I have 3 strips. I'm gonna sew them together. I'm gonna fold them right sides together using my 1/4-inch seam allowance on my sewing machine. Following that 1/4-inch seam allowance, I'm gonna sew those strips together. I like to use Macrotex needle, and I would choose one of my favorite cotton threads. And if you like Aurifil, grab those. If you want a Wonderfil, we have matching threads. It's your choice. There is no quilting Bible here. You choose what you like. So now, once I have my sewing machine ready, like I said, all that I'm going to do is sew my strips together. I start on one end, come over, the other end, come over, then press your seams open. Many times in quilting, we are taught to push our seam one way, and that works just fantastic. Today, I'm asking you to open the seams in this case because I want my pillow top to be nice and flat. So I'm gonna open those seams. Right now, I just opened those and pressed it. The next step, I'm gonna grab my rotary and a ruler, and I like the 12.5 by 4.5 Creative Grids ruler, one of my personal favorites. I'm gonna grab my rotating board. That one is so nice because you can easily use it and turn things around. And I'm gonna start by placing my strips right on it, my strip set. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is trim it. And this is something I'm asked quite often in my classrooms. When my students come in, they ask me, how do I lay that ruler to get a nice straight cut? Guess what? Don't only match this side, what you're going to trim it. Pay attention that these lines right here are matching with some of your inner seams. Notice it. I have a matching, perfect. Now I can go ahead and trim it. Here I trimmed it. So now I just rotate this, shift my ruler down, measure the exact measurements that I needed. If my strips were 1.5, I'm gonna need it 1.5 right here. And look at this again. Keep matching those inner lines as well. Check the top, check the bottom, check right here. Check twice, cut it once. Remember that. Yes, we don't want to cut it wrong. Cut it, and then right there we have 1 unit. We're gonna repeat that cutting and cut all this into a smaller units like this. Let me show you what we're going to do next with those units. As soon as you finish those first units, go ahead and you are ready for longer strips. You're gonna grab your longer strips. We have a 1 yellow, and we're gonna have 2 light ones. Oh, this looks wonderful. Why did I choose the longer strips for later? Well, you're gonna get more experience, and the longer strips could give you a little bit of a trouble because you have a long distance to sew from A to B. So I like to leave it for later. And now I set my strips together. What I'm gonna do is place the light one on the top of the yellow, sew it, do the same thing on this side. I already have a little bit for you ready, set, go. Let me show you. This is already sewn together. Again, we're gonna open the seam in the back. This is so exciting. Just like previously, grab your cutting board, rotary, and a ruler, and you're gonna cut little units like this. So we have the shorter strips because we need less of those, twice as many of those for our cute little 9 patches. And what I'm going to do next is take one of those, 2 of those, and we're gonna make a beautiful 9 patch. I love doing that. The strip piecing gives me a little faster way to complete those units. I really like to do that. Now I'm gonna grab it, place it right on the top of each other, and I love to take my pin and I place my pin right there and pull it out this way, so I know, oh, actually I'm gonna do this pin this way. This way is gonna be better where I want it to pin, and then a second one right here. And what I'm going to do is start sewing from the top, zoom, 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 and pull the pin out before you come to it, pull it away, and then sew it. This is gonna hold everything in place till I am ready to finish sewing just like I did it right here. And what I'm going to do next is open this seam in the back beautifully, finger press it first, then grab your iron and press it beautiful, and you're gonna get a beautiful nail 9 patches. As soon as you finish your 9 patches, make sure you remember to grab a ruler, place it over. There should be 3.5 by 3.5. If they are not, you need to trim them to that size. If they're a little too small, we have to pay attention to our 1/4 inch seam allowance. A little lesson, but do not stress. Trim it, and then everything will work out fantastic. As soon as you have few of those made, it is time to lay them out with our squares that are cut from the background. So those need to be 3.5, those squares needs to be 3.5, and we're gonna have a beautiful block. And in no time, beautiful pillow, and in no time we can go ahead, sew our 9 patches to a rows, then sew rows together, and we ready, set, go to quilt it and make a lovely pillow. This is the first one that I wanted to show you. There is another pillow in the Pillow Talk book that uses that same technique. This one is in one of my favorite shades of colors, pinks and reds, perfect for little girls' room. And just imagine if you have little pastel charm pack or layer cake with your favorite fabrics. Oh, this would be wonderful. Or if you have a jelly roll that you wanted to use, a jelly roll actually could work very well for this one, that you can just use your favorite prints in light pinks and all different little girls' colors. Like I said, perfect for that special one in your life. So let me show you how I make that pillow. Oh, I'm so excited about it. This time we're gonna make one big unit. So what I'm going to do is, let me grab those things. I'm gonna take pink strips, pink and red strips and light strips, and sew them together just like this. Sew them together into one big unit. Notice again, all my seam allowances I have open. In this case, it's gonna make it easier when I have to place my ruler and rotary and cut it. And I'm gonna cut pieces like this from this big strip unit. Really quickly, I get a lot of them, and let's start placing them down and see if we can lay out a pillow. In this little kit for this pillow, you're also gonna find tiny little squares. Those squares, we're gonna sew it on a left and a right side of the other strip units. Why do I do that? Because I want to offset my strips to the left and the right. And notice when I lay out my pillow, I pin them right away. I'm also placing a lighter strip in between, and look at this, how quickly I can make a pillow and offset to the right and to the left. Oh, look at this, so much fun. And all that I had to do is sew strips together, then cut them again and offset them to the left and to the right, and made a really fun design. This is a perfect way to make a pillow over the weekend or get ready for a nice little gift. Once you have all your pieces laid out, remember, sew them together. And in this case, I wanted to show you, I opened this seam and I pushed this seam just one direction. I want to see the difference. And in a book, I ask you to push the seams one way, and I wanted to tell you that I liked to push them one way. At first I thought, I'm gonna open because I open. No, first seam open, second seam push it one way. Why? Because already I'm brainstorming, I'm going to be quilting in a ditch right here. So all this fabric is gonna be out of my way, and it's gonna give me a really nice quilting design. Just by quilting in a ditch back and forth, I'm gonna have that whole pillow done, and I am ready, set, go to finish my quilting and had some fun in it. This pillow right here, I did a edge-to-edge quilting with circular designs over, but for my next one, I'm definitely gonna try some hand on just stitching in a ditch back and forth to finish. I finished this one with a pink low binding, and I am ready, set, go for my next one. If you like this kind of technique of sewing strips together, the next pillow is gonna be perfect for you, because this one, again, we're sewing strips together, but this time we're gonna use a 45-degree angle and cut them into smaller units to create diamonds. And guess what? If you love to make diamonds and 8-point star, visit Fat Quarter Shop YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And there is a video that I taped a few years ago that it will be your favorite for 8-point stars. And easily you can learn so much about how to make this kind of block. Starting with a strip piecing technique, making the units 45-degree angle, how to spin the center, everything is included in it. I hope you enjoy this lesson in simple strip piecing, and I hope to see you again. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to Fat Quarter Shop YouTube channel, and all the supplies, everything that you need for the pillows will be below in a box. So check those links and have some fun doing some beautiful pillows, and have a little pillow talk with me. Happy quilting!
Thank you.